my group discussed, okay, so hold on to your seats, is the qualification qualities that teachers and principals should have and what they should do. Okay, what I want you guys to know is that please keep an open mind about this, is that we're not here to attack you. I think we all know that we're here very fond about education and empowered to do so, and we're just trying to improve. So the first thing that we have and what teachers should do and take is that we have 5 things, is that we need teachers to take what they teach and apply it to real-world experiences. And the fact that, like what I said before, is that, well, if I do this, this is what would happen in the real world. Where we could do experiments like in math or in science, is that if we built this shuttle, let's say philosophically or whatever, we build the shuttle and just how far would we go? I mean, it's real-world experiences that where possibly one day we could actually be there. And it applies to the kids. They're like, wow, okay, I get this. So if I use this in this situation, it all makes sense now. Another thing that we discussed was teachers should stretch the student's horizon and not satisfied with the status quo, is that they should always push the kids to better themselves, to increase their work, to make themselves simply just as it is better. Now, another thing I think we all should agree on is that the teachers should have a passion for what they are doing. They should truly, truly care about the education and how the kids are developing. And that leads to my 4th one, is caring. Now, a great idea, a way that teachers should teach, is that they should bring it in as more of a family atmosphere, is that the teacher should realize and acknowledge to the students that they are not their friends. However, if they push the factor of we are all a family and we are all involved in this as one, so if one of us fall, we all fall, that actually relieves some of the workload on the teachers, because what it does is that now we're more family-centered focused, so that if one of your family members falls, you want to help bring them up. You want them to succeed, and because you don't want as a whole to fail, which I believe is a phenomenal idea. Another thing we discussed was multicultural, in that I believe that we should America itself has become too arrogant, shall we say, is that we need to become more multicultural of how the world works, of how other cultures in different situations, how their customs and the way they do things. This allows us to be more accepting of things and of different styles and teachings. I was going to leave you with a self-experience, but I'll wait for that till later. The thing about principals that we discussed is that the principals should care about the teachers. They should interact with them, and they should become involved with the teachers, since they are, as a whole, the foundation of the school. What they should do is they should be confident and involved, not just with the teacher, but the life in school. Know what's going on, know what's in the community, know what they can do to better themselves, know how to allow the community to see the success of what their students are doing. Another thing is that they should create a collaborative atmosphere among the teachers and the staff, is that each teacher wants to help the other one out. If they're struggling in an area, if they're losing their passion, like what we talked about, then have another teacher come in and just sit down, discuss with them, and try to revive that passion, try to bring life back into what they once loved. Another good characteristic we found is that we all agree that a teacher should be energy-driven, or have a high sustain of energy, because they are everywhere and they do everything, and it's such a high stress level job that they need this characteristic. They need to have a lot of energy involved in it, because if they can't keep up with it, then they're simply going to crash and fall, and nobody wants that to happen. So I know half of you are just giving me the stink eye right now, but I'm just hoping that I gave you a little insight, and our group gave a little insight as to maybe we could improve ourselves. Thank you very much.